Welcome to the Elusive Truth by The Rich and Larry Show, Season 2, Episode 1. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoy this. So sit back, relax, have a seat as we go down the rabbit hole.
Hello.
Hey, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. We just got cut off real quick, and
Yeah.
It was very strange. Oh, I'm telling you, like you said, it was the NSA space program. They're doing something to us.
Yeah. It is. They're willing to risk it all. We're going to see technology at work on both sides that we've never seen before played out in this. Our Space Force is live from outer space taking care of things for us right now. If you just want to go back and be comfortable, you know that there's no way a retard could actually become a president.
Really, they're talking...
Give him a chance? Why don't we give Rich a chance to be president?
Well, at one point, as a young man, I said that would be awesome to be president of the United States. But as an older guy, at least what I think my world's about, that's the last thing I want to do is be anywhere near the president's house.
I know, man. I mean, anybody could do a job as president besides Biden and Kamala.
The president of the United States is here to uphold the laws and work for the people of the United States and, for the greatest country in the world. It's awesome. But holy moly, look what President Trump has had to go through these past 4 years. I mean, it is just brutal. It really does. It takes somebody with a stronger skin than I have to be the president of the United States. And, of course, this President-elect Joe Biden, I mean, absolutely the furthest thing from a regal president.
Yeah, and you let it slip. You use those 2 words that are illegal. President-elect. 3 words. President-elect Biden.
Yeah.
You let it slip for a second. I've never, ever called him that.
It's been thrown in their face everywhere you look. That's the media. And obviously we know what side they are, and like big corporations, like everybody's talking about, you got to ban Walmart. Walmart is definitely a Biden supporter. Watch what's happening. You'll see who stands on what side of the table, and the chips are falling. God help us all.
Yes, and we got to pray for all those Trump supporters that are in D.C. right now, just to show face that he is our president and we love the man, and he's doing a fantastic job for our country. So Biden will never be elected on January 20th. I mean, he'll never be inaugurated.
I can only hope that is so true.
That is so true. That is so true.
The media and the Democrats have got everybody so worked up about this that it's just amazing. And like watching,
that's their whole plan. And I'll tell you, if things start getting really crazy, don't engage in anything unless you need to protect yourself.
Oh, that's good advice.
I'm not going out and looking for anything. If there's choppers in front of your house, don't go run outside and take a look. Stay indoors. You don't know what's going on. My wife and I, we decided we're not engaging anything with neighbors, no idiocy. We're keeping a cool, calm head in our own environment that we can.
That's all you can do. We live our lives. We go to work to put food on our table and to be with our family. And we trust these politicians to keep us safe with good laws and, fair taxation, I guess, and, all that good American dream stuff. Wow.
But we don't know of any clue what they're going to use for deception. They're gonna try every tactic they can. This is their last stand.
They're putting up a heck of a fight, and I hope there's enough people on our side.
Enough. We have 80 million plus. All the ones that have been brainwashed that'll wake up. Let's call that another 30, 40 million. This is wake up and see the truth.
Well, that's what all of us are doing, is waking up and seeing the truth, or at least waking up and saying, wow, this is not how it is supposed to be.
No, it's not. I mean, we might as well just all be lawless and nothing matters.
Exactly. And that's what America's not about. We're proud, we're hardworking, we take care of our family, we take care of community, and, we prosper. and
Exactly.
we take care of other countries as well. We're not just for ourselves.
You're right, and so goes America. They say so goes the rest of the world.
Yeah, and that's why there's a lot of people that banking in that their lives depend on this to go in the right direction. Because the more that Kamala opens up her mouth and Biden, for a guy that's getting ready to be a president, you don't really see that much. What the heck is the guy doing? Really? I mean,
no. This is just a great show, and I don't know if you watched that video I sent you over the weekend. You watch that, and you'll never look at anything the same again.
well, and that's what I'm afraid of. I mean, everything I'm watching and listening now, I'm never going to be the same.
I know. No. Just know that this is all being taken care of, and I'm just as comfortable as can be, and not buying into all the empty rhetoric.
I'm trying to put my faith in the system. And one of the things is, and I'm starting to worry about Vice President Pence. Is he going to stick up for us?
Well, that's part of you're right. There's a big play in that, and we can have a whole conversation just on him.
Well, we don't need to have a conversation on him because it's not about him. This is about the Constitution. This is about fair elections. This is about, being a good citizen and having your vote count and electing the duly elected president how we're supposed. And all of a sudden, this is thrown up in the air. It's amazing. Like I said, watching these hearings at the Senate right now, any type of truth are obviously they're not validating the electoral count. And then there's so many people that are, on the other hand, saying we should just let this be. This is how it was. The voters have voted. There is no mass disruption of illegal votes and et cetera and et cetera. And
I'm glad I'm not watching that.
Oh man, it makes your heart rate and your blood pressure goes up and down because it's BS. There's something that went wrong. This is not a legitimate vote, and that there's still people out there saying this is correct. Joe Biden is our president-elect, and I hate saying that. Especially him, and I hate Hillary Clinton, but I swear, for whatever reason, I'd rather have her in office, but maybe not.
Oh, that name. She is the worst evil adrenochrome sucker out there.
Yes. Oh, my God. It was almost like, back in the original election between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. It was like, which of the two evils are you going to take? Because we didn't know about Donald Trump. We only saw him on television. You're fired, and that was about it. And, any billionaire doesn't have our interest, right? I mean, they just...
No, they're all part of the big elite cabal generally.
Exactly. And then as he started his tenure in office, unorthodox way of being president was kind of like, wow, maybe there is something to this. Maybe he is just a jackass. As I actually listened and watched and learned, wow. He's not a politician. He is with us. He is trying to make America great again. What a big turnaround, from my view, from when this first started to how we are now. And now I'm deathly afraid that Biden is going to have some type of control and not listening to the media, talking to you and getting things straight because...
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
One thing, Trump has coined the phrase fake news from the get-go, and I think the American people have seen nothing but lies come out of the media.
Absolutely. And here we are, 2021, already off to a
and they're
crazy
still
start.
spouting it. They don't care. There's no law against lying on the news.
No. Well, you obviously see where their alliance is.
Yep. Their
21?
true colors are really showing, and I'm going to be talking with my friend down in Arizona to see how things are going down there. So I'll get some firsthand info on what's happening in that state.
Well, right now, like I said, things are happening in D.C. There is a lot of people there. I don't know what the number is because it's hard to get any info because they're not showing us everything.
It's got to be in the hundreds of thousands.
There's a boatload. I mean, at least from little tidbits that I've seen, there is a ton of people. I wish I had the time and energy and the money to be there, but...
I wanted to go too, but, I thought maybe for this first thing, this might drag out for 5, 6, 10 days. We know January 20th, Trump is going to be inaugurated.
That's another milestone. We got to get through today. Leads me to believe, well, you're probably right. Maybe they will not certify anything today because of these interruptions. Like I said, it could drag on for a few days.
They may be taking Joe Biden out if he shows up anywhere on a military chopper out to a military tribunal hearing and keep him in prison the rest of his life.
Wow. See, that's I wish that could be true, but Hillary Clinton is still running around doing her thing.
We got to be prepared for that though, because they know they got enough goods on him.
Just hope that they actually do something, because we don't trust the FBI, because they don't do their job. They're not the Federal Bureau of Investigation that the ideals that when I was a young lad looked up to them. You know, they were the ultimate law enforcement. And
Yep.
Now here I am, the deep state, and they have a lot of cover up and a lot of political activities.
You can, there's some really good ones, but all the bad ones are up at the top, and the really good ones just can't do anything about it.
No, exactly. The conspiracy theorists come in and everything gets thrown into the wash together, and you can only pick up little tidbits here and there.
Yep.
Well, it's just like I said, a big move at the end of the year. Finally getting it done. Not that big of a deal. You know, not having internet, waiting for the cable to get installed, and, you know, just taking care of, business at home. It was, actually an enjoyable beginning of 2021. Here we are, January 6th. Internet's rolling. I got all access to the media again, and what a giant clown cluster we got going on now.
Well, we could just see the internet go off for a few days. Trust me, that could be in the process of this whole thing taking place.
When the left starts really seeing that they're losing, they're going to even pull out more stops. Like I said, this is not over by any means, and it's just the beginning. Wow. 2021, here we come.
Yes, indeed. This is our cleanup year.
All right, my friend. Well, you and your family have a great day. We look forward to chatting with you soon, and we can definitely go President Trump. We really need this. This country we're at a teetering. We can tip.
You got that right, man. I'm glad you're keeping me updated, because I just refuse to turn on my radio today and listen to anything. I'm just like, you know what? It's all part of the show.
Well, it just popped up. Something popped up on my iPad, and it said the Washington Post said the D.C. National Guard's been activated, and one person has been shot on Capitol.
The Post is Washington's version of the New York Times.
Well, I do not like the Washington Post, but
no, I don't like the New York Times or the Washington Post.
No, they're definitely evil media. But it was just, this is what's been popping up. So I was like, I had to call you to see if you heard anything yet. Or because, like I said, clown show is happening. Here we go.
Oh, yes. I've gotten I gotten 3 calls today. My neighbor Vaughn that you met. Yeah. His woman is a staunch Biden lover. She said she would lick his if she had the chance. She loves him that much. She is really, yeah. And, so he's got to live with that in the house. So he just texted me, you see what's going on in D.C., and these are all Trump supporters rioting. I go, well, the other side's got it coming. We can only play nice guy so long.
That's what's happening.
So it ain't like we can't riot. We can. We just choose not to.
When push comes to shove, we will, and we're tired of this.
Yes, and we're not going to take it anymore.
Definitely not. And
hey, wasn't it Twisted Sister?
We're not going to take this anymore.
Yeah, that was a Twisted Sister song.
Yeah, they were twisted, all right, when they came out. With their makeup and long hair.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So I just have to, when I say we're not going to take it anymore, that reminds me of that song. Yeah, and then my good friend from Wisconsin with the sand mines called up, and he goes, we're screwed, Gary. Biden's going to stop all drilling permits and all, other things that are involved with the frac sand. And I said, Mike, Biden is not getting in. America is way better than that.
Way better.
We had 8 years of Obama that before we woke up, we didn't know that he was a plant to take our guns and to lay the path for Hillary and then to lay the next path for Biden or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We'd have been done with. Dominion machines would have been all over. I said, no, we're way beyond that. You and I, we both know it. There's no way that we can let that guy get in there. They did not win.
He did not win. There was too much discrepancy, and that's what I believe. I'm not in
And that's
Georgia.
coming. That's coming. I think they had to just play it the way they played it.
Well, it's playing out right now, and wow.
Yeah, it is a big wow, man. I'm glad to hear. Keeping me updated there. They didn't say if somebody got murdered. It was just shot.
Yeah, I just read the little flash that came over. I didn't look anything further into it. I don't know. Here we go.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Nobody ever said this was going to be easy, did they?
Never. Well, it's definitely not easy, but it's also
No, it ain't.
for the regular person. I mean, it's just crazy. We have our own lives to deal with, and now we're dealing with this.
Well, thank you, Rich, and
no problem, man. I will talk to you later.
I'll talk to you soon here, buddy.
All right, you take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.